Sword Art Online is a show that I never thought I would like, not in a million years. Because frankly, this show didn't look like it was meant for me. I'm a 33-year-old man, emphasis on the old, and SAO felt like it was made for a much younger audience. One that loved anime to death, Lord knows I love anime to death, but also one that loved MMORPGs, and MMORPGs have never been my thing. I have the utmost respect for MMORPGs. I think they're cool, but I also feel the same way about hockey. I think hockey's cool. It doesn't ever mean you're gonna see me on the ice hitting a puck. Still, in spite of it all, when I did finally sit down to watch Sword Art Online, a very good friend of mine who is both very much into anime and MMORPGs recommended it to me. When I finally sat down to watch it, I cannot tell you how pleasantly surprised I was with SAO. I was really impressed. SAO has a seriously thought-provoking story and premise. It has some extremely lovable characters, but most importantly of all, one seriously, unspeakably, diabolically sadistic main villain, Akihiko Kayaba, the creator of SAO. At the very start of the show, at the very first episode, Kayaba immediately traps every single player logged inside his game. Every single player logged into the world of SAO. None of them can log out anymore, and Kayaba tells them all basically, "So kiddies, you like MMORPGs, huh? You like spending all your time, every single moment of your lives avoiding reality while living inside a fantasy world? Well, guess what? Guess what? Now, you do live in a fantasy world. Now, this is your reality. For every single living and every single dying moment too, until somebody finally beats my game. Merry Christmas, everyone! Merry fucking Christmas! Ho! Ho! Holy shit! Right? Talk about one seriously sick, sadistic son of a bitch. Talk about one seriously sick and disturbed sense of irony and poetic justice. But you know, honestly, I don't think Kayaba-san is entirely wrong. I think what he's trying to say here is, I think what the whole story of SAO is trying to say is, not just to the kids stuck inside the game, but to all of us watching, take a good fucking look in the mirror. Because, I mean, haven't we all at one time or another secretly wished that we could somehow go off and get transported into one of our favorite fantasy worlds of choice? Anime, gaming, whatever, because things would be so much better there, right? Things would be so fantastic. Our problems would all just magically melt away if we could all just get somehow transported to Hogwarts with Harry frickin' Potter. To which, of course, Kayaba-san and the entire premise of SAO answer back, no, not at all! Fuck Harry Potter and all that shit. Fuck Harry Potter. Because, you know, I think the reason why all those stupid Potter books are so frickin' popular in the first place is because they all appeal to this insipid delusion that, well, you're a loser in your world, and your life sure is boring, but come to the magical world of fantasy, of wizardry and witchcraft, because in here, you're fucking famous. Everybody knows you, and with one wave of your magical wand, you can make all sorts of magical things happen.
Wingardium Leviosa. Stop it, Ron. Stop. Wingardium Leviosa. Stop.
Yeah, here's the truth, everyone. If you're a piece of shit in real life, you're gonna be a piece of shit at Hogwarts, too. I mean, how is nobody getting this? Because here's the truth, everyone. Things would not get better if you were in that situation. And if you don't believe me, just go ask the kids stuck in SAO, see what they tell you. I mean, just imagine what any of them would give to just have to worry about boys and girls and math problems and college entrance exams again. But nope, crazy Kayaba-san of SAO is giving them all their just desserts, just like crazy Jigsaw from SAW. Now, there are many characters in the world of SAO, but only 3 of them matter for the first half. Kirito, Asuna, and of course, him. And the rest of the characters in the show are just there. They don't matter at all. They're just there to make Kirito feel special, and therefore us, the audience, vicariously living through Kirito to be watching the show also feel special. I'm sorry, Klein, you just don't matter. Go cry over Kirito some more. Kirito and Asuna are the heroes of the show. And their story is very much a love story. At its core, SAO is very much a love story, and I think it totally works. I personally think it's one of the best parts of the show, and one of the best anime romances I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. I mean, it's cute little puppy dog love for sure. For God's sake, in episode 10, Asuna basically tells Kirito, for all intents and purposes, "Ooh, Kirito, have sex with me. I'm naked. Wee-oo." And Kirito's reaction is basically, let's get married instead. That's adorable! A little weird for sure. It's not exactly something Bruce Campbell would ever say.
Give me some sugar, baby.
But for the show, it works. It absolutely works. It's a nice and welcome twist on anime romances. I mean, usually on these type of shows, when there is a romance, there's a back and forth between the two. You know, they love each other, they don't, blah, blah, blah. And the whole thing usually doesn't pan out until the very end of the show. But on this show, less than halfway through the series, they already love each other, they've already fallen for each other, they're getting married in the game, and even going on a honeymoon together, for Christ's sake. Except for me, at least, this was where my honeymoon with the show and a whole lot of my enjoyment went right downhill. My whole love for SAO came to a screeching halt. Everything suddenly went from being cute and adorable to just plain weird. Effing weird. And I put the blame entirely on Yui. Yui! I hate Yui. Please, somebody kill her. Yui practically ruined the whole show. Yui was this strange and creepy little AI creature that they find during the honeymoon in the woods. The little thing starts calling Kirito Papa and Asuna Mama, and they all start playing house together for a good 2 episodes, and for me, it was just too strange. It was just too sappy and cringy, and it was so bad, I almost stopped watching the show altogether, but thankfully I didn't. Thankfully I kept watching, because by episode 14, BAM! A huge effing F-bomb, a plot twist from right out of nowhere. See that guy? That guy's secretly Akihiko Kayaba. And the whole time, he was under everybody's noses, pretending to be some guy called Heathcliff. Blah, blah, blah. Heathcliff was the leader of the Knights of the Blood Guild, and eventually even the leader boss person to both Asuna and Kirito. But turns out he's just goddamn Akihiko Kayaba-san. Kayaba-san! Now, when this all happens, the show didn't give you any pre-warning of it whatsoever, or nary a hint that I'm aware of for any of you armchair detectives out there. SAO basically just drops it into your lap like, boom! How'd you like the taste? But I didn't mind it at all. And I think Kirito puts it best. I think he puts it perfectly when he reveals the truth about Kayaba to everyone and points out there is nothing as boring as watching someone else play an RPG. Meaning, logically, why would Kayaba gone through all that trouble setting this whole scenario up in the first place if he could not somehow be part of the action too? Kayaba then reveals, apparently not bothered in the least, that the jig is up. If anything, he seems bemused by it. He is something of a psycho after all. He reveals that, yes, he is none other than Akihiko Kayaba, and the plan all along was for him to end up being the final boss of the game, of SAO. And of course, that the only way any of them are ever going to get out is basically by finally defeating him. But as a reward for his deductive skills, he gives Kirito the option of fighting him now, and maybe putting a stop to the whole game once and for all, thus setting everyone free. And so the final confrontation begins, some swords clash, some stuff happens, Asuna dies, but not really, Kirito dies, but not really, Akihiko Kayaba dies? Kind of? Maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. But in the end, thanks to the power of fucking love and sharp pointy things, Kirito inevitably wins, and the whole game finally melts away, and everyone is free. And with the game finally cleared, everybody who's not dead wakes up, back into the real world, and the whole story feels pretty much complete, except for one loose end. Strangely enough, Asuna has not woken up yet, and there's still like a dozen episodes to go, which kinda makes you feel at first that, hey, what's SAO gonna throw at me next? Maybe another interesting twist? Like the whole Kayaba reveal, I can't wait. But no, it really doesn't at all. SAO doesn't give you anything after that for the rest of the show. It gives you nothing but bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I watched SAO all the way to the end, but you know, honestly, I thought everything in the second half of the series really sucked. And I mean really sucked. The new world sucked. The new characters sucked. The new villain was hilariously, one-dimensionally 1920s tie a bitch to the train tracks, pathetically stupid. Yeah, we get it, dude. You're a bad person. You're a bad, bad man, and you want to rape her.
I'm gonna rape you. No, please.
And if I thought the whole Papa Mama Yui story angle made me feel uncomfortable, well, that's nothing compared to how incredibly awkward feeling you'll get when watching the veritable love triangle between Asuna, Kirito, and Kirito's cousin Sugu. Kirito's cousin Sugu, who he grew up with in the same house like brother and sister, and she still wants to fuck him.
Fucking what the fucking fuck?
I know, right? What the hell? Honestly, I'm surprised I ever went on to watch SAO 2. But honestly, I cannot tell you how glad I am, because once again, SAO was going to surprise the hell out of me and give me another amazing story, and then another second half that totally sucked. I mean, it really sucked. It was so stupid. How stupid was it? Well, here, let me put it this way.
Everyone has AIDS. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. AIDS, 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 AIDS. Everyone has AIDS. And so this is the end of our story. And everyone is dead from AIDS.